I love the technical aspect of playing somebody real and reading all the books and meeting people who knew them and studying mannerisms and vocal nuances and all of that fun stuff. But of course, with somebody like Tippi, I knew that she was going to watch the thing at the end of it. And that was terrifying. There's no two ways about it. But then the feeling of challenging yourself is unlike anything else. That's really my happiest place, when it's going well. There are days where you do not want to do that show. But I always get nervous before I do it, every single show, so that's a good sign. You just have to do your very best, and I hope to have done enough work by the time it comes to shooting that you sort of forget about mimicry, but really try to capture the essence of someone. So I spent time with Tippi and really tried to get the feel of her. You know what, I knew from the first moment of reading that script, I had a total vision for who she was and fell completely in love with her. It had everything that I was looking for in a role. It was funny and emotional and authentic and brave. And the beginning, Deb is very different to the person that she sort of becomes by the end. So the idea of being able to metamorphosize or really emerge as something more complete at the end of a film was something I hadn't really had the opportunity to do. So I was very, very keen to get that part. You know, it was definitely a lot of pressure when I was reading it, and I was praying that the whole thing would fall apart. I did not want to do it, which I now take as a sign that I really should do it, if I have that feeling. I had to sort of forget about that once we started shooting because there wasn't an alternative. And then I actually loved it. I loved being in control of something, which is not something I've had an opportunity to do. Not that I'm incredibly controlling, but being able to sort of assert that space, which was a first. I really enjoyed it more than I thought that I would. And that's really what it is, I think, is capturing an essence. I don't think you have to impersonate someone. But really, in the most seminal moments, I have not really existed. And I think that at its most noble, that's what acting is. You kind of forget about everything except that moment. It's a real presentness. But that kind of work is, for me, my favorite. I love playing real people. There's nothing like that feeling of when you hit the sweet spot and it sings, it's like nothing I've ever felt. Of course, those moments are few and far between, and that becomes the thing that you're chasing. But I hope that with every part I do, specifically this because I think it's the best role I've ever been given, aside from plays, I hope that people see that I'm capable of something new and different, and it felt like a real character. And I would love the opportunity to just get more of those.